Good morning, welcome all of you. Today, Tuesday, in ordinary time, week 10, we continue the reading from the Gospel of Matthew. While in Ireland, we have a secondary patron of Ireland, Memorial of St. Colum Kill. So most probably there will be different gospel proclaiming the churches. I would like to continue with the passage that will normally fall on the Tuesday of 10th week ordinary time. The passage that will be proclaimed today will come later on, as it is from Matthew, but further part of the Gospel. So let us listen to the Gospel of Matthew. You are salt for the earth, but if salt loses its taste, what can make it salty again? It is good for nothing and can be only thrown out to be trampled under people's feet. You are light for the world. A city built on a hilltop cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp to put it under a tub. They put it on a lampstand where it shines for everyone in the house. In the same way, your light must shine in people's sight, so that seeing your good works, they may give praise to your Father in heaven. The Gospel of the Lord. Very, I think, of simple metaphors of salt and light. The two images, even though quite different, they have something in common. Underlying something very important, that in the life of this world, Christianity is there to give taste to the reality and to enlighten it. And it is not about quantity, it is about quality. Many times we have a triumphalistic image of the church, would like to see maybe church packed, and when we see that is not the case, many times we get frustrated, maybe we wonder what happened, but we can see that it is not about how many we are, it is about the quality, because little light may enlighten the dark room. A pinch of salt will give taste to all meal. So it is important that Christians are truly Christians. It's very important to see that this short passage may be very simple, but there are so many elements. First of all, that Christians are to be visible. They cannot be hidden. My Christianity cannot be restricted to my private moment of prayer somewhere in the house that nobody can see. Christianity is a new form of life, new mentality, new attitude. Christians are not to be different from the other people only just because they go on Sunday to the church. Their lifestyle, their attitude, approach while dealing maybe with problems, the way how we live our life, that what we are I mean, that will attract people. People are hungry to see something what comes from above, something what is not the reality of this world. I mean, humanity is hungry to see the victory over sin and death. Because we all experience precariousness of life, the frustrations, limitations, pains, troubles, and to see in Christians that they who suffer like anyone else, that the life is not easier just because they go to the church, but that they have peace even while suffering. That will attract people. That will, at minimum, will put a question mark on their lifestyle, on their system of values. Most probably many of us knows Edith Stein, a Jewish girl, a woman, who, even though coming from a Jewish family, she was not practicing. Basically, she abandoned her faith, and when having encountered with a widow of a philosopher friend of her, I mean, after Edith Stein friend died, she went to visit the widow. And the widow, being a Christian, I believe she was Protestant, even though suffering, she had peace in her. She rose above despair because of her deep faith. And that will be the moment which Edith Stein will remember as a first meeting with the power of the cross. She will experience in that very moment the victory of Christ over death. Something that she will remember after many years. There, of course, when we look at the gospel and these images, Saint John Paul II in one place was speaking about that if we look at the sky in the middle of the night in darkness, that is a moment kind of scary. I mean, something that provoke fear. But if on the sky there are little stars, then it's a beautiful view. And that is the mission of Christians, to be this presence of hope, presence of love among this generation. So this is something what we're called to be this salt and light. Of course, there is this risk that we can become ourselves tasteless. It's possible to lose that election, this call. But even though we might see that many times we are not salt, maybe we are not light. That is an invitation to deepen our faith, to start longing for it, to have the desire, saying, I would like to have that strength in me. I would like to experience in my life first this power of Christ. That I don't need to be afraid anymore. That I don't need to worry for the future. That I don't need to tremble because of the mistake of the past. That I can see that I'm in death and sin have been conquered. That maybe looking at this, facing the reality of pain, of terror, of uncertainty, that I can be with raised head, that I can be, strong, not because of me, but because of the power of the Lord. So people looking at us, they will not praise us, they will praise the Father in heaven. Certainly, this is something what the Lord wants for each one of us. So let us really be open for this to happen as a reality in our lives. Have a great day. God bless you.